Welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels baseball. We've got the Brewers again today, and we are back to our normal lineup. Got a little bit of rest for everybody around the off day. But yeah, now back to the lineup everybody knows and loves by now. Or maybe you don't love it. I don't know. You might be watching these hoping I lose every game. I said it before. I do kind of wish they'd lose more often. I wasn't out to make a super team when I made this team, but here we are. And looks like we've got Jeff Suppan starting here, which we should see in a moment. I guess I jumped the gun a little bit. Here we go. Honestly, I don't remember now if he was already on the Brewers when this started or not. I know it was around this time he pitched for the Cardinals, but I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at Baseball Reference or something. In any case, here's Kester at the plate. And he fouls that second pitch off. We've got a 0-2 count to start things off here. Doesn't chase that fastball. Ball one. Bunts, pops it up though. Didn't matter, it was foul either way. So he was out no matter how you slice it. Don't know why he did that with 2 strikes, but in any case, here's Marvin at the plate, batting left-handed. And he's got a 1-1 count. Looked at both of the first 2 pitches. Swings and misses. Pops that one up, but that one will make the seats. 1-2 the count. Looks at a curveball in the outside corner for strike 3. That'll bring Chief up to the plate. He looks at strike 1. Hits that one into center field for a hit. Gwynn able to cut it off before it got to the wall, but I thought Chief was going to try for second. He got about halfway and thought better of it. So 1 on, 2 down. Terry at the plate. Throws over to first, though I highly doubt Chief is running. Terry has a 1-1 count. Looks at a high fastball. Ball 2. Hits that one up the middle. Grounded right by second base for a single. So a little 2-out action here. Nobody scored yet, but runners on first and second. Frank is at the plate. He's not homered yet this season. I think he's our only power hitter that has yet to do so. He's got a 2-1 count. Make that 2-2. That one in the dirt. Runners will go with the pitch. Fouls it off. We'll try it all again. Looks at strike 3. We do get a couple hits to start the game, but no runs. We'll go to the bottom of the first. See, Jonathan is pitching today. I guess we're to the season where we could conceivably have some 100-win pitchers, but I kind of have my doubts we have any yet. That one grounded up the middle from Ryan Braun. That'll be good for a single. Just out of the reach of Kester. Ronnie Cedeno at the plate, and he's showing bunt. Pulls back and looks at strike 1. Fastball down the middle. I don't really know why he pulled that back. And Jonathan gets a call on a curveball. 0-2 the count. Cedeno swinging now, but he comes up empty for out number 1. Ramos Ramirez at the plate now. That fastball too far outside. That one too high. 2-0 the count to a dangerous hitter. Notice Ramirez up to 5 home runs. I don't think he's hit any of those off of us, but that's still a pretty good start to the month. He's got a full count here with 1 down. Grounds that to third. Chief throws to second for the first out. Does not get the double play, though. So 2 down, 1 on. Prince Fielder at the plate. He looks at strike 1 on a slider. Looks at strike 2 on a fastball. Ooh. Jonathan threw the palm, didn't get the call. It looked like a good pitch, but Fielder swings and misses at the next pitch, so no harm done. We're through the first inning. Squirrels 0, Brewers 0. And Tom will lead things off in the second inning. First pitch in for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Suppan off to a good start here. Already 4 strikeouts. Which I guess that's 4 strikeouts and 4 outs. Come to think of it. As Zach steps in and he's got an 0-2 count. Swings and misses. Suppan still has yet to retire a batter outside of a strikeout. Joey swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at strike 2. Suppan has gone 6 for 6 on strikeouts. So no score yet. Bill Hall will lead off the bottom of the second. And that pitch too high. That one a called strike though. 1-1 the count to Hall. Swing and a miss on that palm ball. 1-2 the count. Swings and misses, strike 3. That'll bring up Van Hecken. Not off to the greatest start at the plate. I kind of wonder how bad his average would have to be for them to put Jason Kindle back in. Assuming Jason Kindle is still on the team. I feel like we did see him once, so I think he's still around. Van Hecken grounds this one to second for out number 2. And that'll bring up Gabe Kapler. Or yes, Kapler if you're the announcer on this game. And a 1-1 count. Grounds that curveball to second. Kester picks it up and ends the inning. We're through 2 innings. Indianapolis 0, Milwaukee 0. And Jonathan will lead things off here in the third. I think he may be our only pitcher with a hit so far this year. He looks at strike 1. Grounds that one just fouled. Just missed the first base bag, I guess is what I was trying to say. And swings and misses at a pitch that's nowhere near the strike zone. 1 down. We're back to the top of the order. Finally, a ball hit fair. It is an out, but it wasn't a strikeout. So, we've broken Suppan's streak. Marvin back at the plate. He's got an 0-2 count. Swings and misses, strike 3. That'll end the inning. So we now have 1 out that was not a strikeout for Jeff Suppan. Still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the third. Tony Gwynn Jr. will lead things off for Milwaukee. Catches the outside corner with that fastball for a strike. Grounds that slider. Kester picks it up and throws to first for out number 1. Suppan at the plate now. sporting a pretty gaudy 429 average. I don't know what that actually means for how many hits he has. I'm sure he's got limited at-bats. He's got an 0-2 count here. And he pops that one to first. Terry gets under it and puts it away for out number 2. Ryan Braun started off the Brewers with a single. Looks at a ball here. Make it a 2-0 count. Jonathan too high both times. Puts that one in there for a strike. Braun lets it go by. And that curveball too far inside. 3-1 the count. Does get the call on that palm ball. That'll make it full. Goes back to the palm ball, and Braun swings and misses. And that will end the inning. We've played 3. Squirrels nothing, Brewers nothing. And Chief will lead things off here in the 4th. He had the Squirrels' first hit of the game last time up. Got as far as second base before the inning ended. And he singles up the middle again. That'll bring Terry up. He also singled last time. Swings and misses. 0-2 the count. There, he hits that one up the middle. Suppan got a glove on it, but still rolled into the shallow outfield for a hit. So first and second again, but this time no outs. And Frank will go to the plate. And he's got a 1-1 count to start. Swings and misses. 1-2 the count. Frank goes down swinging again in another big spot. Oh, 1,500 strikeouts for Suppan. Not too shabby. Tom puts that one into the left field gap. Chief is making the turn, and he will score. Upstairs. Zach at the plate now, and he looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Looks at strike 3. 2 down. Still 2 on. And Joey at the plate. He's had a very good start at the plate this season. Though he pops this one up, and it looks like Van Hecken will end the inning. But not before the Squirrels get on the board. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Indianapolis. Ronnie Cedeno will lead things off for the Brewers. He had a weird at-bat last time. Pulled a bunt back twice on strikes and then swung and missed. Here he's got a 2-0 count. Gets the call on an iffy pitch there. 2-1. 3-1 the count. That one looked a lot like the last one. It was a little further inside, though. Jonathan gets that one over to run the count full. Winds, delivers, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Aramis Ramirez at the plate. He looks at strike 1. Swings and misses on a palm ball. 0-2. Swings and misses. Out number 2. Prince Fielder at the plate. Jonathan doesn't get the call on that inside fastball. Swings and misses. 1-1 the count. Gets the call on that fastball. 1-2. Swings and misses on a slider. Strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3. We've played 4. Squirrels 1. Brewers nothing. And Jonathan will take another crack at it to open up the 5th inning. He grounds towards third. Ramirez picks it up and just gets the throw over in time. Bit of a swinging bunt there, but Jonathan not quick enough to take advantage. Kester at the plate now. He grounds towards third, but this one is foul. That fastball too high. Lines that to second. Cedeno grabs it for out number 2. Marvin at the plate now. He's struck out twice so far. And he looks at strike 1 here. Grounds that one back to Suppan, who grabs it and gets it over to first to end the inning. Still 1-0 Squirrels. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and Bill Hall will lead things off for the Brewers. Jonathan winds and delivers a curveball for a strike. Hall looks at that fastball too far inside. Swings and misses. 1-2 the count. Swings and misses at a palm ball. 1 down. Van Hecken at the plate. He looks at a slider for strike 1. Pops that one up. It will get over Joey's head and into shallow left for a single. That'll bring up Gabe Kapler with 1 on and 1 out. And he looks at a high fastball for ball 1. Grounds that one and will be fouled short down the third baseline. A wild pitch. That'll move Van Hecken up to second. Kapler gets that over Terry's head at first. That's a well-placed ball. That'll score Van Hecken. Though Kapler stays at first. Thought he might try for 2 there, but he did not. But still good for a game-tying RBI single. And that'll bring Tony Gwynn up to the plate. And he's got an 0-2 count. And looks at strike 3. 2 down for Suppan. Runner on first. And strike 1 right down the middle. Grounds that one to third. Chief gets it over, and that ends the inning, but not before the Brewers can score 1. We've played 5. Squirrels 1, Brewers 1. Heart of the order coming up for the Squirrels here in the 6th. As Chief digs in, and Suppan delivers a ball outside. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Chief hasn't been retired yet this game, but he's got a 1-2 count here. That pitch too far outside. Chief lays off. Gets that one up the middle for hit number 3 on the day. Terry's also singled twice so far in this game as Suppan starts to tire. And gave Terry a fat pitch to hit, but Terry let it go by for strike 1. And then swings and misses for strike 2. Terry pops that one up. Ramirez should handle this for out 1 and does. So Terry's finally been retired in this game. And now here's Frank. He's had runners up on base every time up and has struck out twice. Hits this one though. Fair ball down the right field line. Looks like it's going to be a double for Frank. Chief will stay at third. It's only 1 out and Tom up with 2 runners in scoring position. He swings and misses. Lets that one go. 1-1 the count. That one too high. Kind of wonder if Suppan wouldn't mind putting him on. Got a 3-1 count now. He does. He walks Tom. I kind of feel like that was a intentional walk. And that will end Suppan's day. Dotel comes into the game with bases loaded and only 1 out. It's a dangerous spot here for the Brewers. Zach up at the plate to try to make them pay. He struck out twice today. Swings and misses at strike one. Grounds that one. It will just get through the right field hole. Fielder didn't seem interested in fielding that one. So that's a single for for Zach, and 2 score. And that'll bring up Joey. Still 1 out. Runners on the corners. And he puts that one into shallow center for another hit, and that will score another run. 4-1 Squirrels now, and Jonathan up at the plate. He bunts. Well-placed bunt, but Ramirez will throw him out. Effective sacrifice, though. So 2 runners in scoring position. 2 outs for Kester at the plate. He grounds to second, though, and that will end the inning. But still, a 3 spot up on the board for the Squirrels. That'll make it Indianapolis 4, Milwaukee 1, as we go to the bottom of the 6th, and Ryan Braun will lead things off. That pitch too high. That pitch outside. So Braun starts with a 2-0 count. And he pulls that one too far to the left for strike one. Swings and misses. 2-2 the count. Looks at a slider and it gets a called strike 3. 1 down. Ronnie Cedeno at the plate. He struck out twice today and looks at strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2 the count. Swings and misses. Strike 3 again. Rough day for Cedeno. Aramis Ramirez at the plate now. Nobody on and 2 outs. And he looks at strike 1. Swings and misses on not a great pitch, actually. 0-2 the count. Oh, he gets a lot of this one, though. Off the wall in right center. That'll be good for a double for Aramis Ramirez. Prince Fielder at the plate now. Runner on second, but 2 outs. That palm ball too far inside. That fastball too far outside. 2-0 the count. Jonathan's going to have to give him something. Gets him to swing and miss at a palm ball. Then gets a fastball by him. 2-2 the count. Jonathan gets the call on an inside fastball. Strike 3, and he gets out of the inning. So we've played 6 now. Squirrels 4, Brewers 1. And Marvin will lead things off in the 7th. Dotel still on the mound for the Brewers. And he puts in strike 1 on Marvin. Grounds that one to third. Ramirez fields it and gets it over for out 1. No fuss, no drama there. Chief, 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And he will put this one into the outfield for yet another single. 4 for 4, 4 singles. Terry was finally retired last time up, but he does have 2 singles on the day. And he looks at strike 1. Chief takes off for some reason and gets thrown out by a mile. I have no idea what he was thinking. Chief, not as slow as I thought he was, but still has no business running there. So 2 down now. Now the bases are empty, and Terry pops that up behind second base, and Bill Hall grabs it for the last out of the top of the 7th. It's stretch time. I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, we move into the bottom of the 7th. And we will make our pitching change. Gonzalez will come into Terry's spot, which will bring Sweeney into the game to play first. All right, so Bill Hall will lead things off for the Brewers half of the 7th. Score: Indianapolis Squirrels 4, Milwaukee Brewers 1. And Gonzalez's first pitch outside for ball 1. Swings and misses at a splitter, 1-1 the count. Swings and misses at another splitter, 1-2. Gonzalez goes back to the well. That one grounded softly to third. Chief picks it up and throws over for out number 1. Van Hecken at the plate now. He just foul down the left field line. He's had a couple good looks here lately after I disparaged his average earlier in the game. Still only hitting $190, but 1-2 count. And swings and misses for strike 3. 2 down, Gabe Kapler at the plate. He singled. I'm pretty sure he drove in the Brewers' only run of the game last at bat. Grounds to Joey. He picks it up, gets it over for out number 3. We've played 7. Squirrels 4, Brewers 1. And Frank will lead things off in the 8th. He finally came through with a double last time up. Grounds this one right in front of the plate. Van Hecken fields it, throws it to first, 1 down. Tom at the plate now. He was walked last time up. Doesn't go down as an intentional walk, but I think Suppan had that planned all the way. He lines this one back up the middle, though, and that's good for a single. Zach up at the plate. He had a big single last time up with the bases loaded. Scored a few runs. 0-2 count at the moment. And he swings and misses badly at a slider. 2 down. Joey at the plate now. He looks at strike 1. Gets that one into center, but Gwynn is there to make the play. That'll end the top of the 8th. We move to the bottom of the 8th. Still 4-1 Indianapolis. And Tony Gwynn Jr. will lead things off. Is still a safe situation, so we're going to turn to Hermida here. And Joey made that last out, which means we'll get to see more of Phil. I'm sure everyone is excited. And we'll swap he and Kester around. All right, so Hermida on the mound. And Tony Gwynn Jr. at the plate. And here we go in the 8th. Starts off with the big curve, but too low. Fastball too far inside. 2-0 count on Gwynn. Make it 3-0. Hermida having a little trouble finding the strike zone early. Swung 3-0, but he does put it into the right center gap for a single, so I guess he made the right decision there. The Brewers seem to be letting Dotel hit, surprisingly. He looks at strike 1. Swings and misses at strike 2. Swings and misses at strike 3. Not surprising. I'm not sure why the Brewers didn't go to a pinch hitter there. But Ryan Braun at the plate now. He looks at a curve for ball 1. That fastball too high. Hermida having a little trouble finding the plate. Gets the call on that fastball. That wasn't exactly a solid strike. Oh, curveball doesn't curve, but Braun misses on the swing. 2-2 the count. Make it full. Only 1 down. Runner seems to be staying put. And it's a walk anyway. 2 on now. Ronnie Cedeno at the plate. Probably feeling like he's due. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. And swings and misses for strike 3. I think that's his 4th strikeout of the day. About like I remember him being in reality with the Cubs. Aramis Ramirez lines that one into the seats down by third base. 0-2 count. Lets that curveball go by for a ball. Pops up that curveball. Hermida will field that himself, and that will end the inning. Little danger there, but the Brewers come up empty. We've played 8. Squirrels 4, Brewers 1. Sweeney will lead things off. He came in as part of a double switch when Gonzalez came into the game. Dotel continues on for the Brewers. Sweeney with an 0-2 count. Grounds that one to third. Ramirez gets it over for out number 1. Kester at the plate now. He's not gotten a hit yet today. And he looks at strike 1. Dotel starting to get a little tired. Oh, he's been in the game for a while now. He's actually gone surprisingly long for him. And Kester does finally get his hit just inside the third base line. Good for a single. Marvin at the plate now. 1-1 count, 1 out, and runner on first. Gets that one just over Cedeno. That'll drop in for a hit. So runners on first and second for Chief, who has singled 4 times today. Finally, grounds one to first. Ooh. Fielder through to second, just barely got Marvin. That's the only out they will get. 2 outs. Runners at the corners, and Phil puts one into right field for a single. That will score another run. So runners still on the corners. Score now 5-1. 2 down for Frank. Dotel officially gassed, but he's keeping going right now. He's got a 1-2 count on Frank. Grounds that one to third. That one should get him out of the inning, and does. So officially no longer a save situation. We've got Squirrels 5, Brewers 1 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. 4-5-6 coming up for Milwaukee. But for now, we will let Zap take a crack at things. Let's see. Frank made that last out. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Messed that up. Okay, so I got Zap in there, but then I didn't pick up the fielder. Okay, so Quentin will then go in that spot. There we go. Okay. Little sloppy, but we got where we needed to go. It's Prince Fielder at the plate in the bottom of the 9th. Brewers need at least 4 this inning. He looks at strike 1. Doesn't get the call on that outside pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Grounds that one to Phil picks it up and does not get it over in time. That felt like that should have been Zapper Sweeney, but Phil ends up fielding it, and that's going to go down as an infield hit. You can't really give an error. Nobody else touched it. So Bill Hall at the plate, and he's quickly down 0-2. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Van Hecken at the plate. He has singled today. Oh, gets the call on that pitch. I'd be upset if I were Van Hecken on that one. And gets the call on another high fastball. 0-2 the count. Oh, wild pitch there. That'll get Fielder up to second. Fouls that one off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Gabe Kapler at the plate. Fielder's still waiting on second, though his run doesn't mean a lot. And Kapler's got an 0-2 count. Swings and misses, and that will end the game. Zap not looking too bad in some mop-up work. So your final score today, Indianapolis Squirrels 5, Milwaukee Brewers 1. Had that one big inning when Suppan got tired and opened up, as soon as Octavio Dotel got in the game, I guess. Well, he settled down and pitched well after that. As we look at a few highlights here. All right, and Zach gets the player of the game nod for getting the go-ahead winning run. Well, driving it in anyway, in the 6th. So thank you everybody for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. I think we've got one more here in Milwaukee before we go back home. If you liked it, tell somebody that this is happening. You can like it, you can subscribe, you can comment, all that, share it, all that good stuff. And we will see you all tomorrow. Thanks again for watching.